All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump right in. All right, so our last incident was 6/11/2024. We are 506 days safe. Go here. Now we're going to focus on the outbound portion of things. So outbound scheduled for previous day. You can use your Teams icon. I've put it into my browser so that we can toggle back and forth easily. So for yesterday, which would be 10/29, we had 17 front haul and CPU2 scheduled. You will not include the LTL count. So as you can see, everything here is green and completed. So we can do 17 out of 17 completed. All right, so outbounds completed, the entire number for total outbounds completed is going to come from Bernard. So this may differ from the previous days scheduled because we may have need empties that have arrived that are not on the previous day's schedule. Um, so, or if we have work-ins, outbounds coming in early that aren't on yesterday's schedule, then we'll have in a complete total of outbounds completed. That's how the two differ. One is only looking at the previous schedule, and then the other one is everything that's been complete, all the outbounds that have been completed in that day. That comes from Mr. B again. Outbound scheduled current day, going back to today's schedule, we have a total of 23. So 23 scheduled. All right, now it's going to ask you how many hours ahead or behind. Going back, what we're going to look for is the drop appointment type that's being worked, and then looking at that earliest time. So we have here in yellow means it's being worked. Green completed, red means that there's an issue. Tasker comments will have the issue listed. This is just an example, just to go over. So right now, the earliest drop appointment type that we're working is 1800. So we're going to go back to our spreadsheet, and it is, we'll say 10. Let's always go with 10 o'clock because our DDS call is at 10:30. So as of 10, we're working on an 1800. So that would be 8 hours. 8 hours ahead on the outbound schedule. And it's going to ask us how many preloads are remaining. Go down here, we have no preloads remaining. These two at the bottom, those are going to be LTLs. We don't count LTLs, you ignore those. So we don't have any remaining. And then now we need our live counts that are remaining. 1, 2, and 3. So we have 3 that are remaining. And this is my example for the total empty trailers that are needed. So here we can see that we have one that needs an empty. That's one way to find out um, which loads still are requiring an empty is just by looking at the outbound schedule and looking for what's red and listed as an equipment need. Another way is the tasking office. They currently send out an email in the morning after they've reviewed all of the shipments and identified which outbounds still need trailers. They do send out that email, so you can wait on that. If you're a little impatient like myself, you're gonna want to find that information by yourself, so you're not having to wait. So we actually have 0. I'll go ahead and make this one back green because it is loaded and ready. Going back, we have completed our outbound portion and our safety portion. We can get into the inbounds now. This is gonna, you can also get this information from the CSRs, the inbound scheduled previous day, in transit, and inbounds over 5 days. So that's gonna come from the CSR. How I do it is I will pull up Uber Transplace, use K1429 as our destination ID. That's going to be Lewisville, Texas. I'm going to go to delivery. I always start off with looking at the previous day. and making sure that that we're looking at the inbounds only. To the top left, you can see that we had 22 loads, all but one delivered. So we're gonna do previous day, 22 were scheduled. We still have one in transit because that one did not deliver yet. Inbounds unloaded, that's also gonna come from Mr. B. It's gonna be the full picture, and that's gonna be the number that we use for the DDS call. Loaded inbounds on the yard, we're going to jump to Toolbox. And the application we're going to use is inbounds on yard. All right, so to get the full number of inbounds on the yard, you're just going to count these up. If any are in detention, you're going to see them in this past due color. Currently, we don't have any in detention, and we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 inbounds on the yard. So 20 on the yard, 0 in detention, and then jumping back over to Uber and Transplace for the inbounds over 5 days. I'm going to adjust the dates, and I'm going to select today as the first day. 2, 4, 5 go out 5 days. And I have 103 loads, inbound loads coming in over the next 5 days. All right, so that's going to be it for safety, outbounds, and inbounds.